1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Sammy.
You got 3. Got 3. 3 down. 3 down. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
You're good. Ready.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes.
I'm finna do it right now. Damn, I can't broadcast and share play. I put it in the stream. It's on YouTube.
There. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here's 21. You draw forward.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Your kills. 57 to Mike. Watch 57. They can't hang with us. 57. 57 to Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Breeze to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area.
They
want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He gets it to Thomas.
That play is so fucking corny, bro. Corner should be able to get on that shit. Like, this fucking, they scared of something.
He's going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Here we go.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Going with a screen for Murray. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. On third down, here's Kamara.
Yes, Bobby.
Close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's now fourth down.
Ready.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Run. 57's right. Hey, orbit. Got you, boy. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the run. Hey, they're running it.
Bree's going to go on fourth down. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Mike's 59. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation.
Hey, send us a link.
Fourth down and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around? This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 45.
I'm trying to go with the smoke here.
Get ready.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. And that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. Second and 7. Breeze now. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Looking long for this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or 2. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let him know. Check, 59. Watch the slash.
Play action. Now Wilson. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Carson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 seconds.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll run. This is Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. To throw, it's Breeze. Allen's got it complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Breeze now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now Breeze. And he finds Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Breeze now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Breeze to throw again. Now he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Grant. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. It's Carson, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, the run with Lynch. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, me and you all day.
On first down, Lynch. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Wilson leaves this one with Penning. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
And they'll run it again with Penning. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run. Lynch. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Penny running right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. A carry now for Lynch. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
You ain't going nowhere.
They'll run out of the gun with Camara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
A 10th carry for Camara. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Check.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike 50. All right, T, let's
Now Breeze on 3rd down. That'll be complete to Cook. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the Saints 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Saints on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. To throw is Breeze. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They run. It's Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First down, Saints.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Breeze to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Right there, 56.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go. 4 down.
56.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
On the ground, Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
The defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Saints, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,